All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New York Giants. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's low let off, play action, and complete to Lewis over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Lauletta. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lauletta now on second. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game. The way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Here's McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lauletta on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And able to find Garcon. That's good for a Niner first down. Garoppolo to Garcon.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now McKenna. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. 11.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 11.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Play action. Garoppolo. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 11.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Get set. Hey. 4 down.
They'll try and run with McKinnon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold now out to kick it away. And the Giants ready to come out now. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Lauletta now to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Barkley. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
from the gun. Here's Lauletta. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Back to throw, Lauletta. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on second. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
11.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
11.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11, 21, 21.
McKinnon. And some space here. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here again is McKinnon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Beckham. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's Lauletta. This is Shepard on the catch. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
A final shot before the break for Lauletta. And his throw here's incomplete. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. We still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it with McKinnon. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Beckham the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Room to run inside the 40. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A terrific run by the rookie Barkley. And even 50 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Hurry up.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. Well, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know you felt that one. Hey, come on, come on, come on.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Garoppolo now, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
12, 12. Hey,
first down. And that'll be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, and able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
Detroit! Gone!
On first down, Lauletta. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on third down, Lauletta. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Garoppolo to throw on second down.
And that's frustrating.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Detroit! Gun!
Out of the gun, Loletta. Forced out to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
11.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11. White.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
13.
Garoppolo. Got to have this one. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawletta, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Solomon Thomas. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he gets it up to the 46. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown tonight. And the Giants add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a season he continues to have defensively. Now a dozen interceptions this year, Charles.
And let's face it, we've watched a lot of ball. But when you get 12 in 1 year, that's better than most careers, isn't it?
Absolutely, and you might be asking for a bump in pay, too.
No doubt about it. Running right in there and talking to the team.
Here's Lawletta. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Rosas good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Leopard! Oh, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Here's Beathard to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Beathard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open middle pass. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll throw here. Beathard. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Beathard. And he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League.